Hey,
Hello.
we're very sleepy.
Because we went to the doctor.
And we went to the doctor. Whoa. Hey, here's JD and Michael.
Gee.
Here's JD and Michael. And we're here talking about...
Still didn't like it.
Yeah,
Still
good.
didn't like it the second time around.
Good. It's staying in. We saw Dr. Sleep.
Yes, the sequel to The Shining.
Both the book
And the movie.
and the movie.
But not the TV series.
I wish, though.
No, I do not.
A Stephen King adaptation. These are very popular these days.
They've been popular ever since he's been making movies.
You're right. Everyone's like, Stephen King adaptations, they're back. I'm like,
They never left.
I feel like we're still working through a lot of it. We're already remaking them. And while we're still going through them.
And he's making more books. He's
Yeah.
going to write until he's dead. So.
I'm just waiting for a Maximum Overdrive remake. Give us what we want.
If you've seen The Shining,
Mm-hmm.
it's a very abstract idea about what the book is about.
Oh, yeah.
But basically the gist is Danny can see dead people, basically.
Yeah, and you can do like more than... It's,
But
yeah.
it's like, it's an abstract idea in
Yeah.
The Shining.
Yeah.
So in this one, it's like a bunch of people have the shine. And it's different levels. So, for example, me and JD could have a bit of a shine.
Yeah.
But Danny's got a shine.
Yeah.
He's got like a glistening shine. And then there's these beings that were once humans that feed off of people's shine.
Yeah.
And they like seek out and find them.
And they have weird names.
They do, but I think it's like, it's right up the Stephen King alley.
Yeah, it's
just
perfect.
like,
Yeah, it fits.
just bizarre enough.
You got Crow Daddy.
But then you also just got Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Who's Lurch, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And then you got Rose the Hat, who wears
She wears
a
a
hat.
There's this child who has the shine, and she develops she's like super powerful.
Yeah.
She's as powerful as Danny or more powerful. And Danny grows up, and then they start communicating, and they find out that this group of people are trying to find her.
Yeah.
Because they're running out of people that have a lot of shine. So that's what they feed on. They're immortal, but they're like vampires. They could still be killed,
Yeah.
but they're immortal.
But they're also, and like you said, they've done it for so long, they're running out.
A lot of the movie is on the nose.
Yeah.
But that's like Mike Flanagan's thing. Like Haunting of Hill House and some other stuff he's done is like...
But also, in his defense, it is like based on Stephen King's work.
Yeah. So Stephen King is on the nose. Mike Flanagan's on the nose as well. So it's like combined together, it's good.
Yeah.
It's just on the nose a lot. And so it didn't take me out of it, but sometimes it was like, happy birthday, Abra. And she's like, I like magic.
And what's the magic word? Like, abracadabra. But it doesn't even, that's not important. I really like this movie.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. So this movie really had to ride that line of, okay, we're going to please Stanley Kubrick fans because Stephen King notoriously did not like what Kubrick did. I don't think a lot of people who are on that set liked what Kubrick did.
But audiences loved it.
Yes.
Including us.
But so you had to please them, you had to please Stephen King and Stephen King fans.
Yeah.
And it does a
That's
great
a hard-
job of that. Yeah, it's
hard
super hard
balance.
because it's like, okay, how do you please a fan base that angers another fan base?
What the movie gets right is it doesn't overuse the idea of the original movie too much.
Yeah.
So you get the music at the beginning, and then when they go to the Overlook Hotel, and it's like, that music is like iconic. When you hear it, like chills go down your spine because you know what's happening. Yeah, The Shining maybe is not a scary movie, but the idea of like this hotel that is like can consume people, that's scary.
Yeah.
It's terrifying is a better way to put it. It's like a dreadful feeling that you get. And that's what I got throughout this movie. Like, yeah, it's a little hokey and corny at times, but that group of people like chasing down little children and like
Little Jacob Tremblay.
eviscerating them is like, oh my God.
Yeah, Mike Flanagan, I really love Haunting of Hill House.
It's great.
And he does such a great job of, there are a few jump scares. There's not really any jump scares in this, which I'm fine with. In Haunting of Hill House, there's a few, but he's so good at just building tension and just kind of like letting things sit and like where you're like, ooh, something's about to happen. Or he just lets something in the background happen. If I had one complaint about The Shining, it's that not a lot happens.
Yeah.
And it's like it's the same length as this movie, and it just like you remember one part of The Shining, and it's like the last like 30 minutes of the movie.
Well, yeah, most people
That's
remember
what, yeah.
that part.
Oh yeah, but it's like that's what it. And when someone thinks of The Shining, they're thinking about that. This movie really does feel like it goes. It doesn't really. There's not really a slow part to it. Everything feels important and needed.
It's like Aliens and Alien. The first Alien movie is like this moody, scary horror movie, and then the Aliens is like an action movie. And this is sort of the same idea. This is not an action movie, but it goes that route. It's like, well, we're not going to be The Shining. Yeah, we'll give you your slow dissolves. We're going to give you all your slow dissolves that your heart desires. But we're gonna amp up the powers. We're going to amp up the action. We're going to amp up the creepy factor of the old lady in the bathtub. Look.
Man, did they use that old lady a lot?
She's like, let's do it again.
Another take?
It's a great movie. And Ewan McGregor is amazing.
Yeah.
And the way they edited the movie to where sometimes it would just jump between characters when like a beat happened, or a scary moment happened, and it was like a reverberation throughout people that had to shine.
Cool. That was cool. Like I will say, at the first the movie's a little jarring because you're jumping so many places. Like you start right after I think The Shining, and then you fast forward, and then you jump to another character, then you jump to another character, then you jump back to another character, but it's like 8 years later, and you're just like, it takes a second, but once you kind of get settled, you're like, okay,
once you understand,
I know where everybody is. I know who everybody is. The little girl's great. Who plays Abra. She's really like.
She's good.
She's great. Cliff Curtis. Yeah, Cliff Curtis, the best friend.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's great in everything.
Yeah,
it's like even in bad movies.
Hobbs and Shaw. Hello.
Oh yeah, isn't he in Training Day?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah. Give him an Oscar for being the best supporting actor.
And then you got Rebecca Ferguson, who just needs to be in more things.
Just a great little role she had. Well, it wasn't little, but
I mean, she's the main bad guy.
Yeah.
So. It's just such a different movie than The Shining too, because it really is like there's a bad guy in The Shining, but this really is like a more. If you watch The Shining, you're like, this is boring, which people would say that. Some people, if you put it in front of a teenager today, they'd be like, ugh, But this is I think more like mainstream for people. This is more.
Yeah, this one it keeps your attention throughout.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're watching The Shining and like maybe you're not into like old 70s movies or early 80s movies, you're just like. There's like a 5-minute scene of Jack Nicholson just throwing a tennis ball at the wall.
Yeah.
To me, that's amazing. It's a great shot. I love it because I love Stanley Kubrick, but I don't know if like a 15-year-old today would be like, oh my God, this is pure cinema.
I like The Shining. It's a beautifully made film. It's a creepy film. Of the time, like you're like, I could see where people are like, oh my gosh. But I do see where King is just, nope.
Yeah.
Because it really does, like, Kubrick strips away a lot of that character.
He doesn't make it as overt as Stephen King like stuff. He makes it all subtext. Yeah. Like, all of it's subtext.
When it's like, and even he kind of plays like, it could be about a lot of things.
Yeah.
But King's like, no, this is what it's about.
Yeah.
And Kubrick changed the ending, which kind of comes back in this movie. He, like Mike Flanagan changed the ending of Dr. Sleep to almost the original ending of The Shining a little bit.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't know, like we won't go too much into it, but it was kind of cool to see, like, it now feels like a complete story.
The great thing about Dr. Sleep is it doesn't ruin the abstract idea of The Shining.
Yeah.
So, like, when I watched The Shining, I had to watch, like, 4 times before I totally, like, understood what was going on. Like, when I first watched it, I was like, it's just Jack Nicholson going crazy.
Yeah.
But it's more than that, and that's what makes The Shining great, because you can sort of just like plaster your own ideas onto it.
Yeah.
And this one, it basically tells you everything. It's like, here's what's happening.
Yeah.
But it doesn't ruin The Shining.
No.
And that's what I love about sequels that don't ruin the original movie. Like, Iron Man 2 is terrible, but it doesn't ruin the first one.
Iron Man 3? Sucks. All right, guys. Hot take. It's awful.
Still doesn't ruin the original, though.
Or the second one. How many Rose the Hats out of 10 would you give this?
That's a good question. Now I'm just thinking about hats. Sorry. Pork pie.
It's a cool hat.
Yeah. Too. I would give it like an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. It's scary as just a general audience and as a parent.
Yeah.
This movie, as a parent, is like the scariest movie I've ever watched in my life.
There's some dark stuff in there. Like, and I'm like, I would give it. I'm right there, like 8, 8.5, 8 to 8.5. It is like, I really like Mike Flanagan, and I'm really excited to see what he does next. I'd watch another one of these, or I'd watch Mike Flanagan do another Stephen King adaptation. He's already done one, and now two.
We can get the Langoliers in there.
Oh, or he could do Maximum Overdrive.
Or he can do Tommyknockers.
Oh, I think he'd do a great Christine.
Oh yeah, but Christine has been overdone a little bit. It needs to be on the back burner for another 4 years.
Done once, bro. Carrie's been over.
Carrie, that's right. Whatever.
Christine is about a car.
That's right. You're right. Yeah. Okay, Christine, I'm in.
Okay, sweet. We got it. Nailed it. Now, one question.
Yeah.
Did you like this better than It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have to stew on that.
Yeah. Just do it. Yeah, stew a little bit. Just stew it.
Put a little beef in there, beef stock, potatoes, onion.
Yeah. Ooh.
Zebra cake. Oh, let's put it in.
Oh.
Boop. Oh, now it's bad.
Ruined it. Here's JD and Michael